I'm just gonna keep it to a minimum. But anything you want to say is fine. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine with me too. I got other stuff to talk about. He's very insignificant as far as I'm concerned. Uh, we're glad to have you, by the way.
Yeah, we usually go
Appreciate you
live
having
like
me on.
this. We
We're gonna have some
usually go
fun.
live like this. We like chit chat and BS.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I was trying to get my daughter to lay down and all that because I don't want her running in and out of here.
okay, you're doing dad duty tonight.
Well, my wife's off work tonight, so
Oh, okay. Why?
yeah, she works third shift, like uh, 4 days on, 3 days off, something like that.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So this weekend she's off. Well, no, she works this weekend. She was off this past weekend, and it rotates every weekend.
Okay. Ben should be joining us any time now. I'm not sure. He sometimes doesn't make it quite on time, but uh,
He makes his grand entry.
yeah, grand. Yeah, makes a grand entrance. Oh,
The other guy from the other group.
yeah, they have another.
He's a busy man too.
Yeah, yeah. So, uh, you're welcome to stay the whole time if you want to. We usually chit chat after the show. If you have to get off, I understand that too. It's just whatever you want to do. Let me know.
No, that's cool. I should be able to.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we go 2
Cool.
hours, so then we have the after show.
I got the belt right here beside me, by the way, that I was going to show off.
Okay. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, I got one too. I'm gonna show off. Yeah, two. I'm gonna show off. But
Can't go wrong with CNC plates.
no, mine's not CNC. I wish it was. I reled the one that was CNC. It turned out beautiful.
I've seen a lot of makers have been coming out with HD all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be the
Like,
thing
it
now.
seems like one of them does it. They all, they all work together.
Yeah.
Hey Ashley.
Is she one of the Facebook users?
Yep.
Okay. Hey Ashley. It's my daughter. She's at work. I think she's at work. So she no, she's not at work. Or I'd have my grandson. Usually she's at work on Thursday nights, and she'll pop in when she gets a chance. It's usually before the show starts.
What she do?
Nice.
What's that?
What kind of work does she do?
She works at a hospital.
That's what my wife does. She's on RT.
She's an X-ray technician. All right, we're gonna start the clock. So you know how this usually goes, Tyler. We'll start off with the intro. We'll do the belt of the week, and then we'll get off with some other stuff.
Right.
Okay. If you have to go, let me know. That way we can just make sure everybody knows what's going on. But you're welcome to stay the whole time.
All right.
Everybody has a different preference.
10 o'clock ain't too late for me.
I'm a night owl. Not as late as some people. I don't do 2 o'clock lives, but
Yeah, I don't stay up that late, but I'm usually up till about 12 at least.
yeah. Oh, she's not at work. She's just a habit. Okay.
Man, if I'm up to at 12, I'm really pushing it.
And if I'm up at 2, I'm not cutting no promo at 2 o'clock in the morning
No.
No.
and spit water out of,
Oh God. Want one of these?
Hey, I got the chains right here. I can cut a live promo.
There you go.
everything's $1,500,
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
geez.
Richard can actually do a promo. He's actually
Oh
good
yeah,
at it.
he was into EFED, wasn't he?
Yep.
So was I. But
I thought about it.
I'm like a storyteller when I do mine. I get lost in it, and then once I turn the camera off, I'm back to normal.
yeah, Ben will be
Yeah.
here in about 15 minutes or so. He's running a little bit behind.
Okay.
You don't stay in character like some people.
Andy
You know,
told
some-
me one time, he goes, I'd be afraid to meet that guy in a dark alley.
Some people are fashionably late, but Ben is flamenco late.
Yeah, he's running late tonight. He's usually on though.
Yeah. I almost forgot to pull up the intro. It is showtime.
Hey folks, this is Lane, aka Cadillac. Do you like talking wrestling belts? Well, I got just the podcast for you. Every Thursday night from 7 to 9 Central, spanning the globe. Join Mark, Richard, Andy, Jimmy, and myself, and let's have some fun.
And good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night. It's time to span the globe. My name is Mark Maggard. I'm your host. And joining tonight are two of my co-hosts. One is going to be fashionably late tonight, Mr. Richard Ward
What's up, everybody?
and Andy B.
Hey, Rylan.
Everybody.
And we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Tyler Dove.
Welcome.
How are you doing, Tyler?
Welcome, Tyler.
Pretty good.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Mr. Kirk Hall. He was the early commenter last week.
What's up, Kirk?
Don't know who this is.
Good day.
Facebook
Would that
user.
be Pierce, maybe?
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Hi, Pierce. Hopefully,
And
Pierce.
Platinum making his usual clever comment. We're getting started early tonight. Oh, get excited, fellas.
We're trying.
What's up,
Trying.
Platinum?
I always get excited on Thursday nights.
Always.
There's Ashley, I believe,
Hey,
My daughter.
Ashley.
and not at work, just a habit. Usually she's at work on Thursday nights. No, nothing or nobody good happens at 2 a.m.
Nah.
Most good people are in bed, asleep, like it should be. All right, Ben. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
What's up, Scott? Thanks for tuning in as always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that Gianni?
It's got to be.
Gotta be. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh, that's CJ.
Oh, okay, CJ. CJ, I'm gonna show off your belt here in a little bit. Epidurals suck. Okay, I hope you're feeling better. Hello, Rylan. I'm gonna make him blush. That's my grandson, Rylan. Howdy, howdy. If you're watching us on Facebook, please be sure to click the StreamYard link and then click on the option that allows your name to pop up on the screen. We'd love to know who's watching the show and give you a special shout out, say hello. If you don't want to do that, you can go to YouTube and look up Wide World of Belts YouTube channel and click on the streaming, the live stream of Spanning the Globe. And you can comment to your heart's content. Don't have to click anything extra. And if you're watching us on YouTube, that portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with, I almost said Spanning the Globe. Brothers,
Good partnership.
yeah, we're self-partners, yeah. Brothers Kayfabe podcast out of Oklahoma City. That's Landon and Jake. They do a great job with their they love to talk about ECW, WWE, and wrestling as a whole. And this show is sponsored by Unique Championship Belts. And I'm going to show off a belt by them here in a minute. And by Marked Leather Championship Belt Leathering. I think that's all the housekeeping items. Did I forget anything?
No, that's it.
I think you
Okay.
got it.
Good deal. Let's start the show. Okay, we always start out with this belt of the week. I showed this belt off a few weeks ago, and it wasn't finished. It's now. I'm gonna bring it up. This is out of my personal. This is the. Oops. Drop it. Just want to mute myself. Huh. Weird. There we go. This is the NWA TV belt by Muhammad Esser. So sell it. Here we go. And I put this on an ox blood strap. Now, this is not the first one I've done like this. Richard has one. The giveaway belt was like this. We had the giveaway belt last year. But I just love that ox blood color.
Yeah, that looks good.
That border sticks out with it.
Yeah, you get your ABC. Now, this one's I've got one on black with a red backing.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did, now this was not the original color of that belt. The original color was red. But over time, because of body sweat, beer being spilled on it, just wear and tear, the color turned to an oxblood style color.
Mm-hmm.
So I always liked this color. So
Yeah, I like
this is
that better than the regular red.
Yeah, I do too. The red
Yeah,
just
me
didn't.
too.
The red always looked cheap to me. This looks a little bit more prestigious.
Yep, I agree.
But the etching
The
on
red,
this
was, to me, is a little bit too bright.
Yeah, that red that they normally use. Yeah, it's like a hideous red.
Yeah. But on this belt, now I think what happened on the original belt, these side plates were flipped. Like the satellite dish on the black strap was on the right,
Yep.
CBS on the left, and just like over here, it was the same way. I think Tyler and I talked about this on his post somewhere. And these two,
Yep,
these
we
two
did.
plates are flipped. And so I don't know if that was by design or because they just didn't pay attention or what, but I did the same thing with this one. I flipped it over. Now, Richard's oxblood strap has a blue backing. This one I put a black backing on it. You flip it over. There's the backing. Now, this one, the leather had a little gouge in the back of it. I didn't see that before I cut the strap out. It doesn't show. But very pleased with how the backing turned out. It's always very smooth. I take great pride in having very smooth backing. It adheres really well. So
Looks great.
look at that etching. I wish I'd gotten my black one out just to show the two together, but that is your NWA TV title.
Yeah, your
Very happy
backing
with that.
is nice, man. Like I said, I don't
Thank
see any wrinkles in it or anything.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Great pride in that. I've been complimented by 2 or 3 people about my backing. I don't really think I do anything special. I didn't put a logo plate on there because the original didn't have one. But that's the NWA TV. Get that kick out studio. There we go. Okay. Oops.
Like I said, that's one of my favorite belts.
One of my all-time.
I haven't been excited about a belt like this in quite a while. I'm a Dome Globe guy, but when I first got these plates, I knew what I wanted to do with it, and I actually had the audience do a poll on whether I should do oxblood or red. Everybody said oxblood. I'm glad I did. Very happy with
Yeah,
this.
I like this.
Okay. I also have this one. I showed this one off before. I still have it. I can hold it up. And I'm not going to trying not to steal Tyler's thunder because he's got the same belt he's going to show off. This is the Hogan 84. This was by Unique. No, I'm sorry. It's also by my own Badastra. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I put this on my leather with a laced strap.
What's going on, Ricky? Thanks for joining us.
And I'm selling this one. And usually I get $350 for a lace belt like this, but this one has some issues with the side plates. You see these wrinkles down here? Oh, that's not a wrinkle. Where is it? Oh, right here. See right there?
Yeah.
That is not scratches. That is, I believe, from the plastic wrap that came in, sticking to the clear coat before it's dry.
It almost gives it a ring used look.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know,
But it does-
mate, somebody said there was a way to get that off.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I might try that.
You can use like the acetone or whatever from fingernail polish remover.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of acetone and a lot of patience, but it can be done.
Yeah, just
The other issues it has a scratch right here. You can see it. Oops, right there.
Yeah, it's right in the border. I see
Yeah.
it.
Now, I don't know if I did that or it came like that. I don't remember. Or I didn't notice it. But it's also got a little BB-sized dent right here. See that little BB-sized dent?
Mhm.
yeah.
But these are brand new plates. Here's the back. And I put the WWF stamp right here.
Oh, that looks good.
For that. So
Real.
I'm going to sell this belt. It's usually a $350 belt, but because of the issues with the plating, I'm gonna let this go for $300 shipped. So if you want this, hit me up after the show. Otherwise, it'll go on the sales post tomorrow. So beautiful belt. I'd love to have it, but I'm a little picky about my belts, and they're brand new plates, and they just didn't quite turn out the way I want them to. So, but the etching on this is just beautiful. I think that's all I've got. I think. So Tyler had one he wanted to show off.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna
see
put-
this belt, man.
I'm gonna put you on full screen. I'll catch up on comments. Hogan 84.
Wow, look at that.
Who made that one?
wow.
Who made that one?
Asad Ali of Great Custom Belts.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
nice.
look at that etching. Very clean. Now, that's CNC,
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
gonna say. It was
Yeah, that's CNC.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, Antonio.
Hey, Antonio.
nice. Look at that eagle wings. Wow,
Yeah, he did the extra flocking on the wings.
that's pretty cool, man.
Did a nice job on that.
Yeah, I think it turned out really good.
Lane, hello.
What's up, Lane?
Hey, Lane.
That's not our Lane. Our Lane's not here tonight. That's a beautiful belt. Absolutely beautiful.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to Cadillac Lane, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He's doing well. We've been talking to him. He'll be back on the show at some point.
The only thing about these belts, they're fingerprint magnet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They've been
that's the
nickel
one thing
plated.
about them.
doing well,
Yeah.
Antonio.
I have to clean it up again.
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
keep one of those eyeglass cleaners around, the little
I hate-
cloths.
Me too.
There's Ben Miller.
There he is. Hey, Mr. Miller. What's up, Mr. Miller?
What's up, Mr. Miller?
Good evening.
What's up?
What's going on, Tyler?
Ricky.
Not all that.
Good evening, everybody.
There's Gianni. Nail polish remover and a Q-tip. I need to remember that. I'll
Yep.
work on that. I may keep
Mhm.
this belt, but if
Just got to have a lot of patience when you're doing it.
Yes.
You don't want to use too much, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just on the Q-tip, you know.
kind of like a Brill cream, a little dab of Dia.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Oh, Tyler. Platinum. I'm gonna
What's
show
up,
off.
CJ?
I'm gonna show off one more. I've got pictures of this one because it's already boxed up. This is Carl's.
I'm gonna make
Carl
you go
Smith's
get
belt.
some water out now.
Yeah, he's a character. Carl Smith is going to buy this other NWA TV from me. It was by Unique, since he's their sponsor. I'm going to show this belt off. I already got boxed up for his ship. He's getting ready to finish it off. So this is his NWA TV. That's by
Great
Unique.
belt. Great belt, man.
It looks
Perfect
awesome.
pickup.
And Carl asked me, I showed him these pictures, and he asked me, because of this picture right here, if those were HD plates or CNC plates, and no, they're not. That's regular acid etching. Look how it turned out.
That was really good.
Yeah, very clean.
That red is nice too. I like the red and the
Yeah.
blue pops.
Now his is on a black strap with a red backing. Now the edges look a little rough. I had not smoothed the edges out yet, so that's right. Smooth the edges out. So, but look at that red backing. Turned out very nice. So, here's I'm gonna show video of this too, and I'll have to mute the. Well, I think I'll do it this way instead. That way we won't have to mute ourselves. We'll talk about this. Find it here. Downloads. There it is. Okay, here we go.
Definitely is, Rick.
I apologize for the lighting. It was late in the day and the sun's awful bright, but that's the belt.
Yeah, that does look like deep etching, man.
That's some good etching.
Mhm.
Turned out really nice. I would have kept it for myself, except I already had one by my on, and I want the red one to go with it. But I wanted to match. There's the red backing.
That red backing looked good too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Red backing has been hard to find. I stumbled across that. Dustin King helped me out with that. So, but that's a Unique Spirits NWA TV. So if you want one,
Nice.
Unique is the guy to hit up. So.
Mhm.
So let's oops. Oh, Hold on. How to close that out? Okay, here we go. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So somebody, a couple weeks ago, let me preface this by saying this. A couple weeks ago, we talked about somebody in the hobby who was a leather customer of mine, was a friend of mine, and I'd given him a fake name just to protect the innocent. And we had a little falling out, or I guess he had a falling out. He asked for my opinion on something. This is about the Tyler situation. And I'm talking about EJ Kelly. I'm going to keep this very brief because I don't want to give too much attention. But anyway, he asked me for my opinion on this situation with Tyler and his maker and that raffle thing, and I won't rehash all that. But I had given him some advice on it. I told him I just didn't think he was entitled to the value of the belt because he basically forfeited the belt when he decided he wanted it. So all he's entitled to was his entry fee plus the extra he paid for the upgrade. And I guess he accepted that, went on, did an apology video, which wasn't accepted very well, but that's not my business. And I guess it made him mad. He basically took back the apology with some other lives and was bringing my name up in these lives about, Mark gave me great advice and this and that. And I messaged, well, he actually came back to me and said something like what it was he asked me. And I said, look, I wish you wouldn't bring up my name in your lives because I don't want people thinking I'm taking sides here. And I wasn't taking sides. And so he got angry with me over that. I mean, I was wrong for that. And he blocked me. A few days later, he unblocked me. But I guess he couldn't leave it alone. So apparently he went live the other night. I didn't see it because he kicked me out of his group.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. And I'm not angry with the guy. I'm not angry. I mean, he's the one saying I'm not angry. I just think it's unfortunate.
I ain't lost any sleep over it.
Yeah. I mean, I lost a leather customer. I mean, I'm unhappy about that, but it is what it is. But he apparently has this thing about I'm in cahoots with all these other podcast guys. I guess Jim Rogers and some other guys, and he's mistaken. We're not buddies. We're not podcast buddies. There isn't some kind of conclave of podcast hosts that get together and talk about EJ Kelly. We don't do that. I know that Jim was talking about him on his podcast, and I watched it. I didn't comment, but we didn't talk about it. So apparently he had gone live ranting and raving about all these people had done him wrong, and I didn't see it because I'm blocked from this group. I couldn't see it. But somebody sent me audio up, and it was about a 5-minute audio, and I want you to hear a little bit of this. I got a little bit of this, but I only had the audio, so I had to improvise to come up with a video to match it. So I came up with what I thought was an appropriate match for how I viewed what he had to say. So let me show this off. This is actual audio of EJ Kelly ranting. And this is not a joke, but this is what he actually had to say.
Fuck you, Mark. Who the fuck are you? You're not that special, dude. Yeah, I'm going in.
So I guess he got me told. I'll tell you who I am, EJ. I'll tell you who I am. I'm a collector of belts, just like you, just like Tyler, Ben, Richard, and Andy. We're all collectors. That's what I do. I do leather on the side to help fund my collection. The only reason I'm doing it. I think I'm a loyal friend. I think I'm a good friend. Apparently, you don't see it that way. That's on you. I'm sorry, but you need to get help. Plain and simple, you need to get help. This is the last time I'll bring your name up on the show because, quite frankly, the way you're behaving, it's just not worth my time. Just not worth my time. And that video, as funny as that is exactly the way you look to everybody who watches you. And those 3 or 4 people that watch your videos, this is why I'm showing the video, is because you only have an audience of 3 or 4 people, and these are the people that egg you on. They're not your friends. They're people that want to be laughing at you too. You just don't realize it. So it ends with me right now. But don't make the mistake of thinking that you can take me on because I got news for you. I can handle myself. And you said in that audio, I didn't play, it was a 5-minute audio. That's just a piece of it. But you said earlier in your audio that you had to defend me from somebody calling me a pussy and this and that. I don't need anybody to defend me. If somebody wants to call me names like that, that's on them. I don't care. What comes out of your mouth is a reflection of your character, not mine. I can only speak for my actions and my words. I suggest you know, and I told Gary Sutton this the other night, and he mentioned on one of his videos, I think today or yesterday.
I'm getting feedback, Mark.
I am too. It might be Tyler. Let me mute you for a second. Yep, it's Tyler.
That's all right, man. I just was trying to listen to what he was saying.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Tyler. I'm gonna keep you muted. If you want to talk, just unmute yourself. Can you do that? Okay. All right. We're getting a lot of feedback from you. I told Gary Sutton this, and he quoted me on this the other day, or maybe it's this morning. I said, when EJ goes live, he doesn't need a camera; he needs a mirror because everything he's spewing out of his mouth is basically he's discussing himself. He has all his little buddies telling him stuff, but he accuses everybody else of having little buddies. I don't care. I don't care. Say anything you want about me. You can tell me to F off. I don't care. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to F off. I'm done with you. But I want people to see that video because that's the way everybody views you. So keep on feeding the monster. That's all I got to say. Anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, I want to say something. Nothing about that because I don't want to even go into that because I don't hate the guy neither. But what I would address is I want to address Guido. Look, I'm a very private person in my personal life. I can't judge people who I don't know, and I won't, whether they're good or whether they're bad. If I don't know who you are, I've never heard of you, and I get a PM from you, I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody on this screen right now has their own opinion. What Mark thinks is not necessarily what I think. What Andy thinks is not necessarily what Mark thinks. Ben thinks is not necessarily what I think. Tyler, the same thing. We all got our own opinions. So I just want to put that to bed, and that's why I didn't answer you. I don't want to be a part of the drama that is going on in the hobby. And that's why I chose not to answer.
Yeah.
And like I said, everybody on the screen is entitled to their own opinions. We may not agree with everybody on the panel because we don't have to. That's just the way we are. We're individuals, and each one of us thinks a different way. Do we still support each other? Yes, but we're allowed to have our own opinions.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can still be friends. Just because Ben doesn't like the same football team I like doesn't mean I don't like him. You know what I mean? It's you're entitled to your own opinion. And me, I really try to keep private in my life, other than going on with the guys and talking. But like I said, everybody out there is entitled to their own opinion, no matter who you are. Even our viewers. You don't like the show, that's your opinion. But we're entitled to that opinion.
Yeah.
So I just want you guys to know that, like I said, we all have our own opinions. We don't necessarily agree with each other on certain things because we don't have to. That's what makes us unique. So this is going to be the first and the last time that I talk about this personally. I've never spoken up before in the show, but it's been bothering me, and I wanted to get out there.
Yeah. I agree with Carl here. The guy's unhappy. Don't know what his issue is. I don't know if it's depression, whether it's mental illness, whether it's substance abuse. There's something going on. It's just not right. But I want to touch on what Richard had to say about Guido. Guido has watched our show because I believe EJ sent him video. He denies it, but I believe EJ sent him a clip of our show a few months ago where we were talking about Guido having an issue with Sean Randall. We gave our opinion, and Ben, I think Ben will back me up on this, based on what we were told at the time. And also, we had a video from Guido talking about what happened. Now I can't find that video. I tried to go back and find that video to make sure I was right about this, but the story he's given me, he sent me an email or a message on Messenger saying he'd seen the clip of the show where we were talking about him. Yeah, we poked a little fun at him. When you put yourself out there, like we're doing tonight, I'm sure people make fun of us. I'm
Mhm.
cool with that. I can laugh at myself.
Mhm.
But he took issue with us labeling him as a scammer because he took $150 from Sean Randall, and we based it on what Sean Randall had to say, what a couple other people that were involved in the deal had to say, and Guido's video himself talking about the timeline of what happened. The video he sent me to try to exonerate himself involved some screenshots of him asking for tracking numbers and was not getting tracking numbers. He said that's why he failed to pay, file the PayPal dispute, was because he wasn't getting tracking numbers. I could not find the video where he explained why he filed the PayPal claim, but I don't recall him saying anything about tracking numbers. Now, the video itself, if it stands alone, it's a very compelling argument that he was right. But that's happened months ago. We talked about months ago. We were done with that. We moved on.
Mhm.
He's messaged me. He's messaged Richard. He's messaged everybody on the show
Mhm.
that I know of, and said, "Hey, I'm innocent of this. Here's a video to prove it." It's an hour and a half video, which I don't want to put on this show. It's too long. We're only a 2-hour show. I put the link to the video in the comments on the show 2 weeks ago, and told you to make up your own minds. I'm not making a judgment one way or the other. We said what we said. I stand behind what we said because it was based on what we knew at the time. But he's not happy with that. He put out a video this morning saying that he's reached out to people that have their faces out there. I assume he's talking about anybody has a podcast, and said that we haven't got back with him. We addressed this 2 weeks ago, Guido. If you've been watching the show, you'll see that. Go back and watch the show 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago from tonight. So if you're watching the show, go back and watch. Somewhere, I think in the first hour, we talked about it. So, and I told you, I'm not addressing you in Messenger. I'm not going to do that. I'm addressing
No,
you here now.
because he's trying to entrap. He's trying to entrap anybody
Yes.
that's going to get into it. We're not playing your game, Guido.
No.
Stop.
I
No.
mean, in general,
Move on
I
from
will.
it,
Yeah.
or it's going to get harder on you.
Mhm.
In
One-
general, I
promise
won't
you,
address
I
any
promise you, I
negativity,
guarantee you.
and that's the way
Stop.
I am. Yeah.
I will say this. And Tyler, you can chime in anytime you want to, because I think you were involved in some of this stuff, not with the Sean Randall thing, but EJ. But Guido's point to me was we accused him of being a scammer without evidence, and that may be true. That might be true. I don't know, but it might be true. But here's the fact of the matter. He said, "I don't do this unless I have evidence." Well, he accused Joey Gray of being a scammer a few months ago. Where was the evidence? Joey Gray's not even a middleman. Not even a middleman.
Oh.
He's a hype man. So to call him out as a scammer was ridiculous. And if you want to come on the show and defend yourself from that, go ahead. I extended an invitation to you months ago. But we had forgotten about that. We hadn't even talked about that for months. So for you to come on this now and say, "Hey, you talked about me months ago." Yeah, we did talk about you. Talked about you in 2 or 3 different shows. We called you all sorts of names: Scammy Sosa, Scammy Davis Jr., all sorts of funny names. It was funny. We were having fun with it. If you can't laugh at yourself, then that's your problem, not ours.
We were making, how do you say it? We're trying to make the situation. We were just joking about it, and it wasn't like it was something serious and stuff
It
like
was more
that.
satire. It was more satire than anything else.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
I mean, this
there
is-
you go.
What, Ethan?
This is a guy that was doing what he called cases and making up case numbers like he was a police officer.
he's making up case numbers. He used people's personal pictures.
Yeah.
Just doing all kind
Make
of out of bounds, unnecessary stuff.
Making
And
wanted
then
posters.
bragged about being the most controversial, most drama-filled person or group in the belt hobby. We don't need that.
No.
That's trash to do that.
Mhm.
Just, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Yep.
He got a week to respond. So if anybody's watching this, you got a week to respond. Get back with Mark and respond to this, what Mark just said. Otherwise, I'm not going to even identify or play this little game or because all he's going to do is try to twist and maneuver the whole situation, and that's why he's trying to get all of us into a conversation. I'm not playing it. Mark's not playing it. Rich is not playing it. Tyler's not playing it. Andy's not playing it. We
Nope.
shouldn't all need to play it. Quit with the mind games. I'm not going for it. He could do his little lives in the pitch dark at 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody else in the normal sense is sleeping. But
Yeah,
don't
I
waste,
won't be a
don't
part
waste
of the
our
negative.
time. I'm not getting into no conversation with him. He's not going to try to twist my words. He's not going to try to maneuver his way into trying to make me, myself, Mark, or anybody else, Richard, Andy, Tyler, anybody else involved in these little schemes and those games. Not going for it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm done with that.
I'll
If
say
you
one more
message
thing.
me again, it better be for a good reason. If we felt that it was more concerning, we would have kept on going with that whole situation.
Yeah.
What we was presented, like Mark said, what we were presented at the time, you look guilty as hell,
Mhm.
and you know it. So, not gonna play this little game with him no more. He can sit. If he send me another message, it better be within reason. Otherwise, I'm not even going to acknowledge. I'm not even going to answer back because he's not going to try to make anybody look bad on for his advantage.
Oh, Jason.
What's up, Jason?
I'm gonna
That's
say one
it.
more thing about it, then I'm done with it. He brags about or prides himself on having one of the most controversial groups. It's fine until the controversies surrounding him.
And
Mhm.
pointed right back at him,
Mhm.
right at the tip of his nose.
For one finger pointing at you, there's 3 pointing back.
Right. It came right back at him.
Mhm.
And then it wasn't no fun when the rabbit had a gun.
No, it's not fun with you.
That's when it was.
I want him to come on this show and talk about Joey Gray. I want him to tell everybody what evidence he has on Joey Gray that prove that Joey Gray's a scammer. He's not even a middleman.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
crap.
Like I
Other
said,
than
I
that,
I mean,
I
Tyler,
won't-
let's move on. Let's move on, fellas. We
Yeah.
gave him 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Stop.
Which is way too much.
Let's not do that no more.
I'm not mad. I'm
What
not
we
mad.
got? Well, I'm getting heated because he thinks, like you said earlier, he's got his audience of 5, and that's another thing. Nah, I'm not even gonna say that. I'll say that for later. Quit
Hey, Tyler?
gaslighting this guy.
Yeah.
Quit gaslighting because eventually it's gonna be you.
Hey, Tyler, I'm going to suggest something because there's some feedback coming from you. I'm not sure what it is. You might step out and come back in. That might fix it.
Or do you have a TV playing in the
Yeah, you have
background?
a TV playing in the background or something? Okay,
No.
there's something
Yeah.
going on.
Hmm.
You said you could either do a phone or... Oh, he left. Okay.
Sorry about that, you guys.
We don't like to get involved in this stuff. We like
Right.
drama-free stuff. Ben prides his group on being drama-free. I pride my group.
Me too.
Andy. By the way, Andy's group is Love Those Wrestling Belts.
Mhm.
So if you're not a member of that, be sure to join it. Ben's group, depending on who you talk about or who's talking about it, Cash Money
wait.
Brothers,
I'm
Championship
sorry,
Belt
man.
Brothers, the other group.
Championship
the other
Belt
group.
Brothers.
Okay,
Good
Tyler.
enough.
Yeah, that's better. That's
Yeah,
better.
now
Oh
you're
yeah,
good.
you
Go,
clear
Tyler.
now.
There you go.
If
There
it
you go.
does again, you said you could do either the phone or the laptop. You might switch to the other one if it starts again.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
No,
And
he's clear now.
Mark, I pride myself in staying away from drama. It's
Yeah.
just the way I am. That's the way I live my life.
I don't shy away
Um,
from it if it comes to me, but I don't go looking for it.
Yeah, I won't keep quiet if it comes directed at me, but I don't harp on it. Somebody doesn't like me, oh well.
Richard, read the comment.
He took it off.
No, it's on right
Oh, that
now.
one right there.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh,
Yeah, I try to steer away from it because it's nothing but bad stuff. So,
Yeah.
that's why you guys don't see me sharing new belt days and stuff like that.
And there's too
It
much
shouldn't
bad
even,
stuff
it
going
shouldn't
on
even
right
have
now
to
in the
be like
world.
that. It shouldn't even
Yeah.
have to be like
There's
that.
too much bad stuff going on. The belt is our escape from this crazy world.
exactly.
Exactly.
But there's some people that just can't be grown-ups. Plain and
Exactly.
simple.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
But the last
People that
thing I
have-
will say, like I said, is we all have our own opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions, and that's it.
Miss you too, Kevin. Miss you
Yeah,
too.
you- Take
Miss you
care,
too,
Kev. We
Kev.
love you, brother. We love you.
Yeah, yeah. Be sure you caress that C4 belt for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Antonio.
Thanks, Antonio.
Yeah,
Thank
Antonio
you,
got
man.
pulled in some of this stuff too.
He sure
Yeah.
did.
Is
He sure did.
ridiculous.
He knows exactly what we're talking about.
Some people just, I guess, look for stuff. But I'm done as far as EJ. Now Tyler has not chimed in on the stuff. He doesn't have to, but he's welcome to if you want to.
He's gonna keep apologizing and then do the same thing again tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's never gonna change.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Takes maturity, and there's a severe
Jason.
lack of that.
I'm using that one next week, Jason. Thanks.
Champion Worldwide Belt Brothers. Okay, yeah. Let's have some fun, guys.
Yeah. Have some fun.
Yeah, get that stuff over with. But I had to get that out of my system.
Yeah, I had to get that out too.
Let me look on there. I had something saved on my phone to talk about. Well, one thing while I'm looking this up.
Oh.
Kevin's comment.
Oh, Kevin's on. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be get these. Yeah.
And chances will that affect on people. It's already got
man.
EJ, Craig.
Oh. So,
Oh, I
safe
needed
slang.
that tonight. I needed that.
Yeah, be sure you
No.
practice
Fine.
practice
Thank
safe
you,
slang.
Stephanie.
Thanks, Kev. I needed that.
That was good, Kev. Thank you.
That was good.
That was good.
I forgot. Now what I was going to talk about.
You might have got Mark pregnant now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
yeah. I do feel a little queasy.
Got a little evening sickness.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. I did find this, and I don't know a lot about this. Maybe you guys read a bit more about it. There was a tweet out there. Somebody tweeted out to Cody Rhodes. Said, kind of wish you hadn't ignored my wife after taking a picture with a pretty girl tonight. It made her feel terrible for the rest of the night. Not cool, dude. She was sitting right next to the kid you gave your belt tonight with the red hair. Apparently this was a fan. So Cody sees this because he was tagged in this, and he responds, "Sorry, it's never on purpose. I just have to listen to the security time cues and try and get as many folks as I can. It gets a bit chaotic. Apologies." Okay, so is this fan out of line? Did you guys see the tweet?
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it, but yeah, it's like you said. I mean, Cody
I'll-
can only do so much.
Let me see if I can.
He's great with the fans. He's great with as many as he can be.
I put it on
I mean,
screen.
there's,
but it's too small.
there's thousands of people there, so I'm sure it's easy to overlook people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does. He, like I said, he does what everybody sees. It. He does. He touches and shakes hands, everything with everybody he can. But he's got to get to the ring, and when he's done, he's got to go to the back. I mean,
you see so many kids. I mean, I'd rather if he didn't touch my hand, he touched the kid's hand.
yeah,
That's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to live events where I put my hand out to give the guy a 5, and he gives it to the kid next to me. You know, what am I supposed to say? Hey, man, what about me?
Right.
Not yet, Mark. We'll talk about that later.
we will, Mark. We will.
I was watching Raw the other night when Natalya came in the ring. You guys didn't catch that part where that kid groped her? Like,
That's
Oh,
like
yeah, I
the
did.
second time or the third time that's happened.
this kid grabbed her chest. And I was like,
Mhm.
whoa.
How old was the
Like,
kid? How old was the kid, Ben? Did he look like a teenager or younger?
It
or
looked
what?
like it was a teenager that did it.
No, at least 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. She was
Oh,
coming in
man.
the ring. I caught that. And I was like,
Something he's going to
Like,
tell
come
about
on,
stories
man.
about forever.
I know they get excited. but
Wow.
Well, something I noticed when Cody comes to the ring is the crowds flock to those barriers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a madhouse. So
Well,
chances
number
are he didn't
They're
see
trying
it.
to get that. They're trying to get that weightlifting belt that he gives away. That's
Yep.
the first
Yeah.
reason. And then
He
Or
usually
be
gives
touched
to a
by it
kid
too,
or a special
you know?
needs person. He usually gives that belt
Yeah.
to either a kid or a special needs person,
Yep.
which I think is awesome. He kisses it first. And
yeah,
then
Cody's doing the
I
best
love
he
it.
can. I mean,
I think he's a great ambassador for WWE. I really do.
He is.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at Edge. He does the same thing. He goes up to every little kid. If you notice.
Me too,
Mhm.
Platinum. Me too. But I saw that the other day. It caught my thought. I want to bring this up so everybody else thinks about it.
Because
Um,
Goldberg does the same thing too. Who goes up to
Mhm.
the little kids.
As you should. It should be about the little kids. Okay. So the other thing I was going to talk about, let's talk about Sting real quick. Okay, let's talk about Sting. Somebody brought that
Okay.
up. Sting announced yesterday that his last match will be at what's that event next year in March?
Revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution.
Evolution. Yes. That's going to be his last match because he didn't want to be like Brett Favre or some of those other guys, which I think is a great idea. Do you guys think that's a kayfabe thing? You think it's a shoot?
I think
He
his
said-
contract is up.
He looked at the camera and said, "This is it."
I
Yep.
mean, the man is 64 years old.
He's
I
good.
mean,
Yeah,
Yeah. Social
Yeah.
Security.
He
age.
don't want to go out like Ric Flair did.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Please no.
My favorite part of that speech last night was, did I have to jump off the thing outside in the stadium? No. Can I keep on doing it? No.
Right.
Yeah. I missed it. I was watching the baseball game last night.
But I think he's officially done. Like I said, I think his contract, because he started with them that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So that's when his contract started.
He's taken a beating. I mean, he injured his knee back in WCW days, just running up to the ring and banged his knee up against the side of the ring, trying to get up in the cage. Had to have surgery on it. So he's taken a beating over the years.
What
Yeah,
about
you
the
have.
concussion he got in WWE at
I forgot about
WrestleMania?
that. I forgot about that.
He's
Was it
in great
WrestleMania?
shape as Ricky before.
That's good. Good.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those barriers. People, when the wrestlers come down, they're just kind of pushing up against that barrier, up against each other. It's like a crowd. It's just, I don't see how you can. I can see where he can easily overlook somebody, but I mean, come on, he overlooked a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's why.
You
That's
can't-
why I always get early when I go to events.
Just like I said, he does the best he can. When he comes out and when he leaves, he can only touch so many hands. He's got one belt to give
Mhm.
away. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I think the entrances are as long as I mean, too long as it is, but yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get there, but it's just impossible. There's
Mhm.
thousands of people in that building. You can't get to everybody. And as
Yeah.
Carl said, go to a meet and greet. So,
Mhm.
Cody does a lot of meet
Comic-Con,
and greets.
WrestleCon. Yeah. But as I said a while ago, I think he's a great ambassador for WB.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
He's
Yeah.
matured a lot in his years, in his time away from WB.
And
Just not
AEW,
off.
Uh-oh. Where's Ben?
We lost
There he is.
There he is.
Lost you for a second, Ben.
AEW had that, and
Yeah.
you know, let
Blew
that go.
They did.
Mhm. Yep.
My connection's funny.
They were about the demographics.
I think Cody is going to be like John Cena with the meet and greets for kids, the Make-A-Wish. I think Cody's going to do the same thing.
I think it'd be a
Yeah.
great idea. I think he's perfect for that.
Mhm.
Do you think there's a possibility he could turn heel sometime down the road?
Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah, down the road, sure. There's always a chance for anybody to.
Yeah, he's been a heel before. But he's so over right now as a babyface. Oh, go ahead, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Never say never in wrestling. Anything can happen.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Tyler. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say I think it'll be a while before they turn him.
Yeah, because he's their guy right now. I mean, Roman. I'm a biggest Roman fan of all, but I will say Cody is he's their big guy. I mean, and we
Well,
all
he's
know,
the face. He's got to be the face.
and Cody is going to be the new champion at WrestleMania.
You think so?
I mean, they just keep building it, and you know, why they took the tag titles off him recently again, I don't know, but
That doesn't make no sense.
you know, so,
Time will tell. Time will
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, that was the other thing. They took the tag titles off him awful soon, didn't they? What
Yeah,
happened? 2 weeks?
I thought they were going to have it for a while, but
My
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
they doing that USO angle.
We're gonna
Oh,
see.
yeah.
We're at WrestleMania. We're gonna see Jay versus Jimmy, no doubt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Mark, I just wanted to share. I got me and Ben both got the updated
Ah,
big gold.
yes.
Yeah.
I'll switch to Ben here in a second.
Look at this. All the letters are the right size.
Nice.
Everything on it. And I got my nameplate on there. Came, of course, with a blank one, like the other one did, but
Did you make a cat bed out of the box?
not yet. I'm working on it.
Does your belt smell?
No, it doesn't. Thank God. Mine,
I know Ben mentioned when he opened his yesterday that his didn't smell either, but
Yeah, Ben's didn't smell either, does it, Ben? Look at that. Look how thick. Ben measured it. It's like what, 6.2 millimeters, Ben? The rope?
That was on the main plate, and the side
okay, I'm
plates were
sorry.
thinner. They were 4.2 on the side, 6.0 on the main.
Yeah, it's on my list to get.
that's for sure.
I got 3 of them on my list to get. They're all brand new belts.
I love this belt. I just love it.
Nope.
We were safe, Ben.
Same belt.
Robert, this is the shop ride. This is the second
Shop
one. The first
ride.
one that came
Now-
out, the leather is the wrong side. This is the new one that just came out recently.
I
Ben,
want
are
that.
all the screws covered up in the back or just the center plate?
There's 2 screws back for the nameplate, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
I wish they make nameplates with names on them. I mean, actual names.
So they are giving you that pro leather look.
Yeah.
What's up,
It's got
Pierce?
the
Hey,
patch
Pierce.
on the back. Very nice belt.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Very, very nice belt. Yeah.
I want one. You
Yeah,
got me
that's
one right
nice.
now. Antonio Mendoza said Cody will not be champion. LA Knight will be the man. I like the push that LA Knight's getting. I really do. I think he's great, but I don't know. I don't think he has a star power that Cody has. But
Who knows? They might switch shows.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Anything.
And then both of them could be a champion.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because I like LA Knight. I really do. I liked him when he was
Yeah.
Eli Drake, but I think.
Well,
he's great.
I like his shtick altogether.
Yeah.
I just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see LA Knight go over to Raw and then take on Seth.
So it's like Cheap Hooker's behind.
That would be good.
Oh man. I wouldn't know. Yeah, LA Knight is over. He definitely is.
Big time over.
He's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He looks good. He deserves a push.
He definitely does.
Yeah, when the wife calls me, that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. You watching wrestling again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's right next to me when I watch wrestling, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my wife. You watching wrestling? Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk about before you go to hour number 2, because I got something special I want to talk about hour number 2. Something good. Something
Okay.
good. Is that NWA, Billy Corgan has signed a deal with the CW network to get the NWA on TV.
Yep.
Nice.
For the wrestling show, and then they're doing a reality-based show about the NWA too.
Yeah, 2 shows. That's right. 2 shows. 2 contracts. 2 contracts. Yes. I'll let you guys talk about that. I'll give my my opinion.
Okay.
Well, it's CW. It's an antenna station. So I think they were aiming for a wider reach for those people that don't have cable TV.
Yeah.
Which in theory would be a good idea. Are they going to discontinue doing Power on YouTube? Or is Power moving to CW? Or are they coming up with a new show? Is that... I don't know.
I thought I heard the Power was going there. I believe I heard Power was going to go
Is
there.
Power going? Okay.
Well, I think
I
it's a
mean-
great idea.
Yeah, it's going to get them great exposure. So,
Yeah, great idea for
you
the
know,
NWA.
why
Great idea
not?
for CW.
right.
Both people.
Tyler,
I mean, remember,
this town's come back.
SmackDown was on CW years ago.
Yes, it was.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. There we go. I'm muted.
Hey, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
Yeah, that's right.
you don't have to incriminate yourself. CJ.
Well, you know what it is? It's going to put so many eyes on them now, especially the guys like us that like the old school.
Mhm.
and the way it was and how they did their promos and stuff.
Hey, Tyler, I think I know what the deal is. Are you on your phone?
I'm,
Okay. Do you have some earbuds?
yeah.
I think you're getting feedback from your phone speaker.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what the
Probably.
deal
that's what
is.
I'm hearing. Yep. I
You
hear
might
it
try
again.
that because it comes back every so often.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
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 I didn't even think of that, Mark.
Well, I
Yeah.
just thought of it. I don't know what made me think of it, but something wasn't right.
But I'm looking forward to that, guys. When I seen you guys post that,
Yeah. Here's my
I just-
thing. I kind of have to echo what Ben said. I didn't think of it as an antenna station. I remember it was an independent station one time. But yeah, I think it's a great deal to get on TV. I don't think they'll get the reach that WWE and AEW get. They won't
No.
get the exposure.
But it's a
But
start.
It's a start, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
They're getting
Then
off
they
the
maybe
internet.
move up to a station that's on cable and everywhere, like a USA, simpler. You know.
Yeah. Carl, that's the CW network. And I always thought it was like an Oklahoma City station because it was always one of our Oklahoma City stations, but they were just syndicated.
Yeah.
So
and you guys know that Max has a sports section now, and AEW is on it.
oh really?
He's going to be on there. Yep, their pay-per-views are going to go there soon,
Nice.
hopefully.
Yeah. They're dragging their heels on announcing anything though.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, World Class, when World Class first came on the scene, they started out on the religious channel.
Yeah, that's right.
CBN or no, was it CBN? Christian
Was
Broadcasting
wasn't it
Network.
on? Was it PTL?
No, it was a Christian Broadcasting Network,
Okay.
CBN.
Do you remember back in the day on ESPN they used to have wrestling also?
AWA,
AWA, yeah, from
Yeah.
the casino.
AWA, and
Yep.
Wild West Wrestling,
Wild
Right.
West Wrestling was a spinoff of WCCW
WCCW. Right. Yeah.
from Billy Bob's. From Billy Bob's. It was okay. It was okay.
But you can kind of tell that it was a spinoff from World Class.
Yeah. Well, it was
Um,
Ken Mantell. He
Right.
had he had split off from Fritz von Erich and tried to do his own thing. But he also had Bill Mercer as the announcer, who was the WCCW announcer. So he took some of the talent from World Class and brought him over to Wild West Wrestling.
You guys also remember when they did Raw from the mall?
Oh yeah.
Was that a pay-per-view?
No, it was a Raw. Monday Night
Raw.
Raw.
Okay,
It was
I'm
in
sorry,
a
I
mall. Yeah,
Okay.
it was in a mall somewhere. I
sure
remember
was
that.
Mall of America.
Yeah, the Mall
Yeah.
of America.
Minnesota.
Yep.
AEW
Yep.
had some of the worst pay-per-views. What was the one they had that was it's made fun of right and left? I can't remember the name of it. Rock and Roll or something, or I can't remember the name of the pay-per-view. But they make it was so bad that is that the one where I think was it the one? Was that,
You
was that
talking
the
about
one where
AWA?
yes,
Wrestle Rock.
that's it.
Wrestle Rock. Yeah.
Was that the one where Jake the Snake showed up drunk?
Mm-mm. No, that was Legends of Wrestling.
Oh,
The
okay.
Legends of
I
Wrestling.
ordered
Yeah.
that pay-per-view. I watched it live.
Oh,
That pay-per-view went downhill very fast.
yes, right down the toilet.
Oh yeah. I watched that. I remember I ordered that pay-per-view and I was watching it.
How much did they
Yeah.
get you for on that, Ben?
I think it was only like $20.
Oh, okay.
It-
They were-
That's
remember
how
when they
long
were like
ago it
$20,
was.
$25 a
Mhm.
pay-per-view?
Yeah.
I remember when AWA came on ESPN. That's the first time I got to see it on television because I didn't get any of the other programs. It was out of our market. But I always liked Ron Trongard.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he the one that had the wild hair? He had wild hair, but I love the voice.
Wasn't Trongard the big burly guy with the brown hair? I mean, Ron Trongard, wasn't he? Wasn't that him?
Well, no, I don't think it was him because I think I saw a broadcast of it not very long on YouTube, and it was a different guy. He had the wild, crazy hair.
Okay.
I want to say you're talking about Lee Marshall.
Yeah, that's Lee Marshall.
Lee Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh,
TNA didn't go out of business. They renamed. They rebranded.
Yeah.
They're Impact Wrestling. They're still.
Mhm.
They're still
Do you
going.
know how many TNA and Impact TNA DVDs I have that are still wrapped?
wow.
What was funny about all the wrestling shows from the 80s, all their intro music, except for World Class, sound like porn music.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I know what they weren't in there, but talk about theme music, American Males.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah,
Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling had that music. It sounded like that.
Mhm.
I think Mid South even had some theme music that sounded like
And they
porn
all
music.
look the same too, with the graphic of the wrestlers in slow motion landing, and and the
Yeah.
yeah.
Reminds me of the 8-bit version of like the Nintendo NES when you
But
played
that
the
was-
wrestling
Yeah.
games.
But that was the technology of the time.
Yeah.
It just
As
was.
cheesy
And
as it
back
was,
then,
that's the
back
best
then
thing.
the graphics we thought were cool.
Mhm.
Now they look silly.
All I know is every Saturday I look forward to Wrestling Superstars and then Wrestling Challenge.
Mhm.
Those are those, and then of course TBS 605 every
Mhm.
Saturday night.
Do you
Well,
remember?
actually, here it started 5:05, and then they had 2 hours. What's 2 hours?
Do you remember
Yeah,
the
5 hours
Titans?
too.
The
2 hours on
Titans.
TBS. Mm-hmm.
Tuesday Night Titan. Yep.
Tuesday
Oh,
Night
yeah.
Titans.
Yeah.
I
That was like the only
love.
time I really watched WWF was Tuesday Night
I
Titans.
love when they
and
used to do
Saturday
that
Night
talk
Main Event.
show. Remember they did the after hours talk show? I used to love that.
The one where it looked like it was like the Tonight Show, but Vince
Yeah.
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 and
Vince
Lord
Alfred-
Alfred Hayes,
was
Vince
sitting on the side like a
McMahon.
man. Yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday Night Titans is what it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then because Flair, that's where Flair came out with his belt.
Hmm.
It was on that show.
Well, that was Bobby Heenan that came out with the
Oh,
belt.
Bobby Heenan, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's when he came out with
Yep.
the crumb rind.
Mm-hmm. Those were the
I love this
days.
belt. I love this belt. this is probably my third favorite belt in my collection. First is my Dome Globe. Second is my my custom that Unique did for me. This is my third favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta organize my room to get
I've
more
always
of my belts
loved
in there.
that belt and that design that's on like 3 or 4 other belts. That design.
Yeah, I don't know what they call this design, but it's a very popular.
Was
Pacific
that a
Northwest
Reggie or
area-
is that Reggie or that's a Milliken, isn't it? Design?
I don't know.
I think-
Probably
I
a
think it's
Milliken.
I think it's
Could be a
Milliken because on his site he had that and the other.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what they call this design, but I love it. But I'm gonna show off this tooling again. Let me go full screen real quick. We're about to start hour number 2, but here's the tooling, which is some people call it the flower tooling because it has a flower looking thing in the middle. It's really hard
It's
to get.
just it's just so crisp though, Mark.
Yeah.
The way the light hits it, you can just
Yeah.
see it.
that's
around
one of the
plate.
best. That's one of the best belts you've ever done, Mark.
Thank you.
Front
I'm very
and
proud of
back. Front and back.
Very proud of it. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know what to fill this in with. This little mark here. That's just a gouge in the skin.
Yeah. Who cares? It's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's not on the front. That's the main thing. So
Yeah.
but I was going to fill it with something, but I was afraid that the contact cement wouldn't adhere to it, so I
Yeah.
didn't do it.
It's got character, man.
I didn't think I could put Bondo on it, so
Right?
I mean, that's so nice.
That-
That's one you could just turn on NWA, old NWA, and just hold it on your lap as you watch it. You know?
yeah, over here I put the NWA stamp next to the side plate.
Yeah.
I did that one Saturday morning. Maggie came out. She goes, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" I'm watching old school wrestling. Why do you have to have the belt thing?
You just have to. Sorry, you just have to.
We're almost to hour number 2. I'm going to save a couple of things for that, but there's Kirk.
What's
Kirk.
up, Kirk?
Welcome back. Welcome back. He was our first commenter of the night. He actually started 2 hours before we started the show. he
Great to have-
comments
great.
as I put the post up.
Great to have you, Kirk.
Oh, that's right. We got porn music for the sponsor. Yeah, the commercial. I'll play that in a minute. We always do it the second hour.
Oh, that's classic music, Johnny.
So,
Uh, but no, I'm looking forward to seeing the NWA on CW.
I am too.
Yeah, I hope
Hopefully
Tyler
they
comes
take
back.
advantage of it, man.
And then hopefully NWA can get back where they were before COVID.
that's what I was gonna say.
They sure
Bring
were
the
on
good
a roll.
wrestling. Don't bring the dark stuff.
They were on a roll, and then
Too
COVID
much
came,
dark is no
and
good.
Poof, they disappeared, and I didn't know if they were coming back. To be honest with you,
Well, I'll tell you the other thing I like about this TV deal is they'll have actual commercials, real commercials,
yeah,
not the tire irons and waffles.
that was annoying.
Yeah. But that's all they
Austin Idol.
had.
Austin Idol. Oh,
He was better when he was a wrestler.
yeah, that's what I hear.
No, I met him in Memphis years ago. He's a jerk.
Well, he's good in the ring though.
Yeah.
But that's his gimmick apparently. Oh man, I think he's from Tennessee originally, doesn't he? He has that accent.
I don't know where he's from.
But his accent gets somebody pregnant.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say that. I swear to God, I was gonna say that.
Oh, let's start hour number 2 a little early because I want to get on some other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, we are in hour 2. Thank you for joining us again.
Okay, I'm on this podcast right now, so
Here with Ben Walker,
I'll get some.
Ben Miller,
Did you make? Hey, did
Richard
you make
Ward.
the show?
We had Tyler Dove on the show a while ago, but he had to step up for some there's some sound issues. So hopefully he'll come back here in a minute.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get
Uh,
resolved and be back with us.
Yeah,
I
but
think it was the vibration from the show playing through the speaker of the phone.
could be because that microphone's right there by the speaker.
Yeah, so it was probably
Mhm.
propped up right in front of him, and it's
Sorry
probably
about
on a
that.
piece of
That could be.
furniture. That's what
That
we
could
were
be.
hearing our voices.
That could
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
I want to take care of business right off the top of the bat. This show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Barrel Leathering and by Unique Championship Belts. What the heck? Is that Richard?
Is he hitting the brakes?
We have Richard on it twice.
Right.
I have no idea.
I have Richard on it.
We
There's
got a
Richard,
gremlin
too.
tonight.
Why do we have 2 Richards? Now we don't have any.
Hopefully one of them will come back.
Yeah. Okay, well, until he does, I'm going to take care of a little bit more business real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I have this for sale. This is the Hogan 84. This is on my Amadasser leather, or I'm sorry, plates. I'm sorry, it's my leather. My Amadasser's work. Now, it does have some issues. These are done in shipment. The plastic, I'll get you on in a second, Richard. The plastic stuck to the clear coat and left some marks on the side plates. And on the main plate, and I don't know if this happened in shipment or happened when I got it. I did notice I was lacing the belt, but there's a scratch right here on the main plate, right here, a little scratch, and there's a little BB sized dent, which I believe was done in the factory, right there. But I normally get $350 for this belt because it's laced. It's a beautiful belt. He did a nice job on it. It's just those 2 little issues. The leather's really nice. If I do say so myself, like I said, it's my leather. There's the backing. And then I got somewhere on here. Oh, right here. Ouch. The WWF stamp right next to the side plate. So I normally get $350 for a belt like this with the lacing on it. But I've got a special on there right now. I just want to get it to a good home because I'm not going to keep it. $300 shipped for a laced belt. You can't beat that. So these are brand new plates. They have some issues, but if you're starting a collection or have somebody you want to buy a belt for, $300 shipped for this belt on American leather. So you can't beat a deal like that, can you guys?
Grab it. Grab it. Somebody grab it.
Operators are standing by. So I don't have a whole lot of other multiverse, Richard. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Got to bring him back in. There you are. Sorry. What happened?
Sorry, guys. The Kukui decided to visit me in my house, I guess.
Okay.
Jason
show is
knows what
haunted.
that means.
I guess the show is
Yeah.
on.
Kukui came by. The lights didn't flicker, but he came by to say hi.
The Kukui. Yeah. That's the Puerto Rican boogeyman.
Ben, what belt was that?
Oh, I have a UWF TV CNC.
You gonna show it off?
Sure.
Let's see it.
That's what you're here for.
This is up for sale. CNC.
Oh,
I got it
UWF
right side up.
TV.
One of my top 5 belts of all time. I love that.
It's a nice belt.
Three.
Ooh, I like that
were a
belt.
group- They weren't around very long as UWF, but boy, they had some nice belts.
No,
Just now seeing this platinum. If you're still here, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
it is.
Yeah, I like that. Take it
Anybody
easy, Platinum.
interested? 300. I regular price $350. I'll let this go for 300 if somebody hit me up, or I have a SD UWF TV. I was asking 225 for that one. If anybody wants that, hit me up. I'll send you pictures. It's got a few issues with it, but I'll let it go for $200.
This show is one-stop shopping.
Yep.
Yes, we are. We're like HSN.
You guys believe I still have this? I still have the Smoking Skull. I still have that
The
one. I
floor
still
is
have the
yours,
Wing
Richard.
Eagle.
Oh yeah. You want to put it up on screen?
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Try and give it one more
Well,
go.
we are here.
Right.
All right. I have a Smoking Skull on American leather. I'm not sure of the maker.
It's beautiful.
It has a black croc backing. And I'll be willing to let this go for $250 shipped.
250.
There you go, folks. Grab that
These-
smoking skull.
These are good
Uh-huh.
deals, guys. Don't pass them up.
Yep.
And I have a Schaub, an older Schaub all gold Wing Eagle. I'll let that go for $275 on shop
He's
leather.
Bang
back.
bang.
Tyler's, I think, back. He's coming back.
There
There he is. Oh, he's on the laptop now. Okay. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Tyler? I guess not. Can you hear us?
I think it's better now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear us, though?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We can hear you loud and clear. It's a lot better. A lot better. Glad you came back. Okay. I don't know who that is. If you're watching us on Facebook, you're going to show up as a Facebook user or an FU. And you're going to show up as an FU.
Fuck you, Mark.
Andy. Andy.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
That's funny. That's just
I didn't
funny.
do anything, Richard.
That's funny. Okay.
He's coming back to get viewers pregnant.
Make them moist. Make them moist.
Yeah, there you go.
America's
No,
Moist want
I
it.
forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say now. If you're watching us on Facebook and you don't click on the StreamYard link to allow your name to show up, you're just going to show up as a Facebook user. If you don't want to do that, we would appreciate if you would. But if you don't, go to YouTube, look up the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel, and click on the current Spanning the Globe stream. And if you're on YouTube, you can also click the like, share, and subscribe button. We would appreciate that. It helps the channel grow, helps our viewers
Mhm.
grow.
Yep.
And that YouTube portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. They help share the cost of the StreamYard subscription. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank
Very
you
much.
guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a picture in chat?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's what she said, Gianni.
Oh man. But I'm pumped.
Okay. Tyler turned his camera off. I guess it's just his camera. Okay. I want to talk about something just a little bit different on the show tonight for the second hour. I was digging through my boxes of plates here. I got 1, 2, 3 boxes of plates, and they're stacked on top of another box where I have my wrestling magazines. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I got out my old wrestling magazines. I'm gonna put myself on full screen so I can see. You can see what I'm talking about. Anybody remember these? The Wrestler
Oh yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
or Inside Wrestling?
Some of the
I'll show you
best.
Inside.
Some of the best.
Inside. These were sister publications. They were, I guess, the same company.
I think they were. Yeah.
And these are actually still in pretty good shape. The pages are a little bit, they're even yellow, but they're not bad. Bad, what do you think?
That's age.
A little bit age, yeah. I need to
Is
get
that
some
an
That's how
average-
we got our information.
What, is
back.
that an advertisement for Viagra back in the day?
Yeah, what was that?
There was a guy holding a girl.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I was
Yeah. I saw that.
Jerk.
Some of the ads in the wrestling magazine.
Now he's gotta go look.
I'm trying to find it.
Come on,
Yeah,
Mark.
you
fight.
just perfectly flipped to that page.
Was the order form filled out?
No, did you notice it was some of the corniest things they put in those magazines
Yes,
though,
the
like
ads were-
advertisements?
That's David Von Erich holding his
No,
wife.
no, it
No,
was
it
a
was a
dude
guy
holding
holding a
the
girl in
chick
his
in a
arms.
bikini. Yeah.
Oh.
And Mark's got to find it.
Now you said bikini, I gotta look now. Okay. Remember these old ads? Be a locksmith?
Yeah.
I fell for that one time.
Do you remember the artwork thing? Draw this picture, and you mailed it in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I did that when I was a kid.
Draw the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Different cartoon characters.
Okay. Tyler's back there. Hello, Christopher.
What's up, Christopher?
Christopher.
These magazines were very fascinating to me as a kid because this is how we got our wrestling news. We didn't have
this was
internet. back
This was our internet back then. Yes.
Busted.
Mhm.
Busted.
Busted. Right.
Wait. I got one for that.
Aha! Aha!
You've been caught, Mark.
I've been exposed. So anyway, this was how we got our wrestling news back in the day. This was our dirt sheet. We did not have internet or anything like that. We didn't have cell phones. We had phones that had cords on the wall. These came out once a month. So if your guy had a pay-per-view match, the only way you knew he won the match was if you got the magazine a month later. By that time, the title might have already changed.
Yeah.
Or if they had a TV show, a wrestling TV show like World Class or Mid Atlantic or George Championship Wrestling, you would find out the following week. You didn't find out that day. But this was our dirt sheet.
Is that the Dolly Parton edition on the inside?
No. oh. Damn, those are big. Okay. Here's how old these magazines are. Look at that upholstery couch.
Oh wow!
Upholstering just one chair. Isn't that
Just
beautiful?
looking at that when I could see the plastic.
That lady is so impressed. She's on the floor.
Yeah. God, this is old.
Nothing like a pulse.
Do you remember those couches with the dark wood, and they had those
Yeah.
cushions on it?
Yeah.
What about the plastic cushion covers?
Oh,
Charles
geez.
Atlas? Remember Charles Atlas?
Oh,
Yep.
We all want to be Charles Atlas in 7
In
days.
7 days. Yeah.
7 days. That's a pretty good deal.
Jeez,
Uh,
Mark.
I forgot how bad the ads were in those.
Yeah, they were. Oh, here's the ad you're talking about.
There it
that
is.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Get up to 5, 10, 15 pounds.
Okay. Aha.
If you just seen that picture without seeing the writing,
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to show something about that. You're talking about that.
yeah, if you look
Uh,
today, you don't see wrestling magazines anymore.
Only one you really see still is Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Yeah.
That's about
That
it.
They
came
want
out-
like
that came
$10
out-
an issue now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
This one here was $1.50. Let's see. Right here.
Yeah, you can't
$1.50.
get them that cheap no more.
No,
Yep.
heck no.
This is The Wrestler. And I didn't subscribe to this one. I think I subscribed to it later. I started subscribing to Inside Wrestling. This is Inside
Have a
Wrestling.
good night, Ricky. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Ricky, thank you. There you go. Yeah, I got mine at the grocery store. Then I finally just subscribed. Andy, thoughts?
I don't know what he's talking. Okay, Kev. You
I don't know what he's talking
I'll
about.
be Kev. He'll be me. Okay.
This is not the one I thought it was. Okay. Okay, yeah. See, this is how you subscribe back in the day. You cut out this little order form at the bottom of the page,
Mhm.
and you subscribe. Now, there's another issue I have here somewhere where, let's see. What was this one? I should have marked. Oh, here it is. Yes, you could buy back issues of magazines. If you missed an issue, you can go back and buy the what they call back issues.
And hopefully your vision was good enough so you could see those.
Right.
All that
Well, it gave
is.
the dates. It gave the dates. So
I'm gonna
Well.
show my age, but I used to like going to the corner newsstand
Mhm.
and picking up like a couple copies of the wrestling magazines. Me and Phil used to do it all the time.
Oh yeah. This would show all the back issues, and here I cut this one out and I ordered one. I'll show you which one I ordered. I wanted to listen really bad because we didn't get the St. Louis or the Missouri territory on TV, but I wanted to see this match where Harley Race beat Ric Flair, where Ric Flair lost the NWA title for the first time. Because I thought he was unbeatable. I thought he would cheat and keep the title forever, but Harley Race beat him. So I wanted this issue of the Wrestler, so I ordered the back issue of it. And it goes in details to what happened in each match. And it shows, this is about Harley Race's 7 title reigns. It shows a history here of his title reigns, where he won them, where he lost them.
Mm.
And
Thanks, Kev. That's a good tip.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You said for 7 days, not in 7 days.
You wish, Kevin.
Anyway, that's why I wanted this magazine, was just for this particular match right here. And then this was one I had subscribed to. This was one where it shows where Brett Sawyer or Brett Wayne had won the national title from Ted DiBiase, and Buzz Sawyer came out as his brother. And this talks about his baby face. I think the only time he was baby face. So it tells that story.
Is that a fork in Dusty's eye?
It doesn't look. It looks more like a chopstick.
Looks like a drumstick.
Foreign object. I don't know. Yeah. What about these magazines at the time? Here we go. 4 tapes and records for the price of 1. Remember
Right?
those record clubs? Yeah.
The RCA? I know
RCA Record Club,
was
yes.
Columbia House is always the.
What's
Columbia
that?
House
Is
was-
that A-Track?
It could be. Could be. 8-track. Pick any 3 records or 8-tracks, tapes, or cassettes.
Or Betamax?
Order now.
Order now while supplies last.
Yeah, you better get on that now, Mark.
But they wrote articles about the feuds. They actually wrote articles about the feuds. And they kayfabe these articles. I always thought the interviews they had with these wrestlers were actual interviews, but they actually kayfabed them. That was interesting. Here you have a one-on-one with Blackjack Lanza and Bobby Heenan. Look at those TVs. Those were in HD.
Wow.
On the back cover of this one, you can order a wrestling album with some pictures. This one was special because it had this was a tribute to Dave Von Erich. This was June 1984. He died February 1984. See how far behind they ran?
Wow.
They always were
3
months
months
behind.
later. Yeah,
Yep.
4 months later. Yeah. But
Remember
it
when they
talks-
had the posters in them?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
used to get.
Yep.
I used to love the.
I
got
used to have them plastered all over my room.
My walls were covered with their posters and the pictures they had in there.
Yep.
I had one here somewhere. It's in the
I used
box.
to
That
take
we always-
poster board and put the magazines, certain pictures
This was
I
not.
wanted.
This was not a poster one. This is a picture album, but it does have one poster which I haven't torn out.
Didn't they used to have some wrestling magazines that were just all posters?
Yeah,
Mostly
they made a
posters?
Yeah.
special edition that was a poster edition.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to always like to go flip to the back and look at the ratings too.
Yeah,
Yep.
They used to do the
great.
top 10
Most
ratings.
Wow.
liked.
Now I had one in here that was oh, look at these jackets. Remember those jackets?
The satin jackets.
No, these aren't satin. These are the fake leather ones.
Oh,
Well, I thought you were talking members only for a
Remember the
second.
Smoking the Bandit jacket that Burt Mills had in Smoking the Bandit?
wow.
This magazine had a poster of Ric Flair with the NWA title. He also was in there with Greg Gagne and Jim Brunzell, but that's not the picture. But he was in between them. They were AWA champions. Oh, here's the poster. This was the poster right here. That right
Oh,
there.
cool.
I don't have the poster anymore. I put it on my dorm wall. It wasn't.
I used to have that Road Warrior poster.
Oh yeah. But they had interviews with the wrestlers here. This one here is my favorite. Kerry Von Erich winning the NWA championship.
Wow.
This was that happened in May of '84. This was September '84 when that came out. He'd already lost the title by that time, so
Mhm.
that's how slow the news came out.
I would put those in those sleeves, Mark. Put those in those sleeves.
Yeah, I'm going to.
because
going
those
Here's an interview
those
with
are
Rick.
good magazines, man.
Here's an interview with Rick Martel where he won the AWA title from Jimbo Shruda. You know who he
Wow.
beat for the title? Was Jimbo
Yes.
Shruda?
Hmm.
You must have been really young there, huh?
That's where he's the model. Here's some pictures they took. Now, Bill Apter took these pictures. This is the match with Ric Flair where he won the title. There's the backslide where he won the title. NWA title won with the backslide. There's with the belt and the yellow rose. But I've kept these all these years. And the reason I say this is because we talk about HD belts. Let me get off full screen here. We talk about HD belts. Well, the belts I collect were from this era. The pictures in these magazines are not HD pictures. So to get the artwork off these pictures, good luck.
Yeah.
A lot of them was casted anyway, wasn't it?
What's that?
A lot of them wasn't even zinc or brass. They was casted, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Quite a few belts were, but
Yeah.
Like the
they
Mocha
there
or
was,
whatever belt.
Yeah, the Mocha
that
belts
era.
were cast. Yes.
there
Now,
was a lot of trophy belts back then too.
this one was cast. Now that's about as close to HD
Oh, I
pictures
know.
you can get of that belt. That's the Texas title right there.
Font's wrong.
Yeah. I'll tell you 10
It's
things
too
wrong
small.
with that belt.
It's too small.
Yeah, too small. There you go.
But that has a red in it, right? The
Okay.
belt on him.
Johnny sent you a picture of his small. Oh
Hey, we don't want to see that.
no,
on this.
no,
This-
please,
we're
Johnny.
not that
No.
type of show.
No, family only.
It's a family show, guys.
Also, in my box of wrestling magazines, I have a couple of programs, and this one is
Playboys?
near and dear. This one here is near and dear to my heart. I
Me
thought
too,
I'd lost it.
Christopher. Me too.
I thought I'd lost it forever, but I was going through my parents' basement, found my old dresser drawer from my bedroom, and this was in there. Go back full screen.
Oh yeah.
This is This is the event where Kerry Von Erich beat Ric Flair for the title. This was the first memorial to Dave Von Erich.
Oh wow.
You definitely need to get a sleeve for that.
Yeah, they don't have these anymore. You go to WWE, they don't, or AEW,
Nope.
they don't have programs.
Mm-mm.
They don't have these. These were now. I didn't buy this there. I wasn't at the event. I bought this at a house show. When they came up, they had leftovers. They sold them, and I don't remember what I paid for it. I might have paid $5 maybe. I've got one else.
You bought that for $5. I bet you how much it is now.
This is one from the Cotton Bowl, second annual Cotton Bowl extravaganza. There's Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez. Gino right here. Mike Von Erich. He was still alive at that time.
Wow.
Actually, he wasn't in that event. He showed up in on the back of a Corvette convertible. He had just recovered from the toxic shock syndrome. Here's a little thing on Sunshine. Remember Sunshine?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her up close. I got a picture of her I took here in our high school gym. She was pretty.
Mhm.
I saw her twice. Actually, saw her twice. One man gang.
And Gary Hart.
Yep. From
Oh,
Halstead
yeah, Gary
Street.
Hart.
From
Halstead Street, Chicago.
Gary Hart
Chicago.
he never gets enough credit for what he did. You know.
No. I still recommend his book. It's on PDF. You can look it up, Google it.
Yeah.
I can send it to you if I can find it. I've got it
One of the
somewhere.
best all-time wrestling books from what I understand.
He was one of the best heel managers. One of
Yes.
the best.
Yes.
And he's another one that never ever was a face.
Yes.
Always
No.
heel.
Well, he was a face temporarily.
Was he?
Yes, he was a baby face when Chris Adams was in the world class. Gary Hart had come back in. He actually had hair. He grew his hair back.
Well,
He
Ben
came in
has
from
his
a-
favorite belt over his shoulder.
Gary Hart with hair?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, get a picture of that. Screenshot that.
Ben,
Yeah,
does that
you
hurt
might
your
want to
shoulder?
screenshot it.
Ben, does that hurt your shoulder? I know how much you love that belt.
That's like
Yeah.
John Cena. You don't see that belt very
Look at
often,
that smile. Smile.
especially on Ben.
looks like he's taking a picture with his sister.
Right.
He looked like you remember back in the day when your mom took you to Sears to get your picture taken with your sister. Do I
Yeah.
really have to, Mom?
The old Olin Mills pictures. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you're like,
Olin
smile, and you're like,
Yeah.
Good old 70s pictures, I tell you.
Yeah. Tyler, you need to chime in. You've been quiet.
My bad. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
All
Quit
right.
taking over the show.
Yeah, good.
Yes, Gary Hart was from Chicago, also from the South Side.
Yes.
One man
And
game
he was
really wasn't.
he was tougher than you thought he was.
Oh yeah, he grew up in the hood.
I like
Gary Hart.
One Man Gang, but when you turn him into Akeem,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like it.
That's a good one.
Or a pink bunny outfit.
oh, oh, oh.
Look like a pink nightmare.
Right. Now
Uh,
your aunt made that for you.
yes, you're gonna wear it. Put it on. I don't wanna. Yeah, Gary Hart. You got to read his book. It's a good read. I'm not much of a book reader, but I read the thing from cover to cover. I enjoyed it.
He's one of the
He
greatest
talks about his
man-
time in Texas.
One
He
of the
talks about his
greatest
time,
managers there ever was.
the greatest in my opinion.
Yeah.
The greatest.
That guy
Because he
can
was-
talk.
Yes.
Oh, he could talk. Yes, he could.
Could talk, man.
and
the
yes,
best
he had hair when he came back to WCCW. He came from North Carolina.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, he had managed Don Cornoodle and somebody else when they were NWA champions, tag champions, and he left there, came back to Texas to World Class. But he had hair in North Carolina and in World Class. Now he came back and kind of took Chris Adams under his wing, and then Chris Adams, that didn't last long. Chris Adams did his heel turn, and then Gary Hart got his head shaved again by the Von Erichs. So, or I think that's what it was. But anyway, yeah, great manager. He was a legit tough guy. I mean, he was vicious in real life. He carried a pocket knife. If you wronged him, he would cut you.
You know who I used to like too? The Colonel.
Colonel De Beers?
The one with the all white. What was his
Not
name?
sure.
Was it the Colonel? He was in WCW too. He wore the whole white suit like the dude from Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh,
Like
you
the
talking
sheriff.
about Colonel Parker?
Yeah, Colonel Parker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He was good, too.
That's what's his name?
Yeah, him.
Um,
They're brothers. There's
Fuller.
brothers. Robert Fuller.
Robert Fuller.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's who that was.
That's a good question, Gianni. Actually, write that down too. Who are the top 3 managers of all time?
Ooh.
Gary Hart.
Gary Hart, Bobby
Yeah, Jimmy
Heenan,
Hart.
and Jim
Paul
Cornette.
Heyman.
Jim Cornette.
I have to go with Paul Heyman. And probably Jim Cornette. Yeah.
Tyler?
I'd have to pick 4, and you guys said them all.
Yeah, I'd say Paul Heyman, Jimmy Hart, and Jim Cornette. If we're mentioning women, I'd say Sister Sherry.
Yeah. I would go with Gary Hart number 1, Jim Cornette number 2, Bobby Heenan number 3, Skandar Akbar number 4.
Mm.
My top 4. We'll go 4. They were all good in their own right.
I mean,
Yeah.
those managers in that era
We're the best.
helped
Yeah.
personify those guys' characters.
Yeah.
I mean, we just lost Sheik I9 L. Casey. That guy would piss me off the moment he start talking.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I grew up watching AWA, so I got my heavy dose of him. But when you look back at it, he helped amplify those guys he managed. You know,
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart, even Elizabeth. Elizabeth didn't talk much,
Yeah, she was good.
but she kind of signified Macho Man. Paul Ellery.
Paul Ellery.
Precious Paul.
Yeah.
You know,
We can't
He's
forget
the
woman.
right. he bridged the Road Warriors. He made that connection between the two. He's what pulled them all together.
Yep.
Just we all had those characters. Dark Journey. She didn't say much.
Mm-hmm.
Missy Hyatt. All those managers back then.
Hmm.
Well, technically, she was not a manager,
What they
but
used- What they call them? Yeah, I can't think of the name.
Baby doll.
Well,
valet.
They were valet.
Valet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it still kind of falls in the same line if you look at it.
they interfered in
yeah,
matches. Yeah, they interfered in matches.
you just had so many of them.
You can't forget Sapphire.
Oh, God, no.
Thing I like about
Oh,
Jimmy
no,
Hart is
that.
how he wore whoever he was managing on the back of his coat and stuff. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they had to cost him a fortune in
Hype,
tailoring.
the managers are hype men.
Yeah.
Those guys. J.J. Dillon, one of
J.J.
the
Dillon's
best
another good
talking
one.
managers of all time.
One that
Let's
never
put him
gets
up
enough
there.
credit is Jimmy Hart. Look at all the teams.
Yeah, with the megaphone.
Jimmy Hart, tons of people. I mean, he did the job.
When he was in Memphis, he didn't have the megaphone, but he did get in the ring
Mm.
sometimes.
Mhm.
He
He
did get
still
in the ring
looks young too.
Captain Lou. Captain
Yeah, that
Lou is
man's
another good
80
manager.
years
Yes.
old. Oh,
Mhm.
How-
Captain Lou, definitely.
Yeah, the managers today are nowhere even close to what they used to be.
I don't put Paul Ellering up there in the upper echelon. The reason why is because the Road Warriors were so dominant on their own. They really didn't need him.
Yeah,
He did a lot of
Yeah,
the
I
talking,
agree.
but they did most of their talking themselves too.
I agree.
He was more
He
of a
was
hype
more
man
like a
than manager.
mouthpiece.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He didn't really interfere in matches much. He just kind of sat there and had his little newspaper folded up or his magazine, and he tap on his hand and
Well,
get in
that's
there, get
why
in there.
I used to like him when he first came out with the AOP, and then they made them guys talk, and it just kind of went blah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Because he was their mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
could
the
have
Road
been a
Warriors-
lot better.
Yeah, what's that?
I said they could have been a lot better if they had the right push.
Yeah. Sorry,
Kevin,
guys.
you're
chat.
on a roll tonight.
He's on the good mids tonight. The happy
I mean,
pills.
like Andy and me said, AOP, they can come back.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were.
But the
supposedly
only way they can come back is the Bloodline 2.0.
supposedly they were re-signed, and then we don't hear anything else. But then again, Carlito was re-signed, and then he finally. I mean, who knows?
Oh, somebody's home. Probably my wife.
Sounds like Mike Vick's house.
See what you did there. No, you'd be hearing yelping.
Actually, you might hear it.
That joke never gets old.
No, it don't. It don't. I want to take a moment, just take a time out from the wrestling talk for a moment because I want to acknowledge something. If you're a fan of the Rocky series, we lost one of the beloved members of the Rocky family, Carl. Not Carl.
Paulie.
Paul. Yeah, Paulie. What was his name? That
I know
Burt
him as
Young.
Paulie.
Burt Young. Burt Young.
Yeah,
Burt
Burt Young.
Young.
Passed away this week at the age of what, 83?
83. Mm-hmm.
83 years old.
Hey.
I never heard what his cause of death was, but
It's part of wrestling. He took
Yeah.
a bump from Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, he got it right in the face. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
He took
I don't
one.
sweat you. I don't
Hey.
sweat you.
He actually sold it too.
Yeah, he sold the hell out of it. I thought he was gonna break his neck the way he hit that mat.
Yeah. I
Do you
don't
remember when
sweat
he
you.
went to take his watch off and go after the Russian?
Yeah.
Let me get him.
Yeah.
Then he was in the movie with Ronnie Dangerfield, Back to School. He played the bodyguard.
The bodyguard, his
Yeah.
chauffeur.
Chauffeur,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
He was in some other movie too, I think. But he's known best as Paulie in Rocky, the brother-in-law.
He'll always be Paulie to me.
Oh, he was Lou in Back to School.
Yep.
I-
Lou.
That's right.
Lou.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah.
Lou.
Always played the tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
Although Paulie was a much of a tough guy. You're breaking the ribs.
You're breaking the ribs.
I gotta watch. I don't need to watch. I gotta watch. I got 2 watches.
That was an iconic scene when he was in the freezer boxing the meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite movie franchises of all time is Rocky.
It's one of my top.
Except for Rocky 3, 4, and 5. Rocky 1, 2, and Rocky Balboa are my favorite Rocky movies.
I like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Anything after that,
Well, 1, 2, and Balboa, which is actually 5.2, were more realistic. You know, in Rocky 3, it was all right. It was okay, but Rocky 4 was just a little out there with the robot and all that stuff. It was a little out there.
yeah.
But I like the Rocky Balboa. You know, he was trying to find his sense of purpose. He was like Brett Favre. He didn't want to give it up. Rocky 2 was kind of redemption. I just thought they were a lot better, but that's just my opinion. But I love the whole franchise. Great idea.
I remember going to see Rocky 4. It was during December. It was like maybe 2 weeks before Christmas or something.
Yeah.
I
Did
remember
you guys
seeing
see
that
the?
movie.
Notice in one, it was on the airport movies. It might have been airplane or not airplane, where they had the space shuttle. It was the second one, I think it was.
Yeah, the
And they were in the terminal. There was a movie poster of Rocky. It was an old man doing the Rocky pose with the boxing trunks, the gloves. That had an old man that's all wrinkled up, white hair. That said Rocky
Oh, yeah, I've
X
seen
X X I or something like that.
Hey, they were predicting the future.
Yeah. Almost made it. They almost made it. Yeah, Burt Young, dead at the age of 83. It's sad, but I mean, we lose these people. They eventually die. They get old. They die. It's sad. We also lost Suzanne Summers this week.
Yeah.
Not a wrestler, not involved with wrestling, but a celebrity nonetheless.
Hey, she could still knock at my door
Yeah.
at her age.
My whole cast has passed away from that show now, ain't it?
No,
Joyce DeWitt.
no,
Everybody
Joyce
but
is alive.
Joyce DeWitt. Joyce
Janet's
DeWitt's
the
the
last
one.
one.
Yep.
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 That's
Well, the girl took Suzanne Summers' place. But the 2 girls took her place are still there.
Oh, Terry and
Cindy.
Cindy. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not laughing at you, Tyler. Andy's
No.
like the king of the memes during the show. He puts it in the chat. He's the
You
king of the
need help.
memes.
Oh dear.
I know.
Oh God. No. Hello, John. That's a new viewer.
Hi, John.
Yep, director cut. Definitely.
Dear John. I agree. I hated to see Apollo get killed.
Yeah, me
I did.
too. I didn't like that either.
I like when he goes, "There's no bell." Ding, ding.
Yeah. You fight great, but I'm a great fighter.
All I know is the soundtrack alone. Whenever you went to see the movie, you wanted to go to the gym and box.
It's very motivational.
When I was younger and I used to work out a lot, I used to listen to the Rocky soundtrack and the Karate Kid soundtrack.
Yeah, they are. Mostly, not all of it, but mostly.
You never know, Gianni.
We have a little fun at Johnny's expense.
I usually turn on the games. Triple H's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I work out, the APA theme music.
Ah,
That's one of my workout tracks because I have it on sound loop, where it's like an hour. Yeah, those movies, especially back in the 70s and 80s, just had killer soundtracks, man.
Oh yeah.
They did.
if you're keeping up with baseball, the Houston Astros are over the Rangers 4-3 in the top of the 4th inning right now. Houston's batting. 2 outs. 2 on.
Boo.
Runners at first or third.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
boo.
If
I'm
you're
a
Houston-
Rangers fan.
I'm pulling for the Rangers because I don't like the Astros, even though we
I don't
crushed them in the World Series in 2005.
I don't like
I-
the Astros either.
I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Mhm.
When you guys first heard that "Eye of the Tiger" song, what was your reaction to it? Just the beat alone caught me.
First heard on the radio?
No, when we first heard the song from the movie, like when the movie was out,
Okay.
I
When
heard
you
it
heard
on
the
the
Eye of
radio
the
before I heard
Tiger?
the movie.
didn't
I heard
didn't
it.
Hulk Hogan use it for a little
That was
while
his-
too?
Yes.
That was
Yeah,
his
until he
theme
got
song
stopped.
in
Yeah.
WWF.
Yeah.
And then they told him and said stop it. So,
When I first heard it was on the radio, and my first thought was this needs to be a number one hit. It was a number one hit for a long time. It was on number one song for a long time.
and I think
That
Hulk
song's-
Hogan being told to stop using it was the beginning of big name songs stop, because of copyright.
Copyrighted when it first started. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, they weren't.
Good night,
they weren't
Mark.
mainstream. It wasn't mainstream. Yeah. Good night, Mark. Was that update number 4 or 5?
That song still hits the same
Yeah.
whenever I hear it.
But they still play. AEW has interests that are copyrighted music.
Well,
aren't
because Tony Khan's got millions and he can.
Well,
buy
he
whatever
pays
song
to
they
use
want.
them, just like Brian Danielson's song. He paid.
Yeah, Tony Khan's got Daddy's billions, so he can buy whatever songs he wants.
they? Hello, Facebook user, wherever you are.
I mean, he bought a Saturday Night's All Right for
Okay.
a Fight for the Collision show. I mean,
But it fits perfectly for Saturday
it
night.
does. It does.
I used to use that. We used to backyard wrestle. I used to use that Eye of the Tiger as my entrance music.
That was good. It was good music. It's very motivational.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like all Rocky music was.
Yeah.
When I was in high school band, we played the Rocky theme. It was a different key, but I learned how to play it in the right key. But the rest of the band couldn't. So. Oh, okay. Is that Jungle Boy uses copyrighted music.
Yeah, it's the same same
It's
song
from the-
that was in 90210.
Yeah, it's from the 80s. Yeah. Because I was mowing a yard and I listened to Bluetooth music from iHeartRadio 80s, and that song came out. That's Jungle Boy's music. No, but I've heard the story. Sylvester Stallone was at a boxing match, and Chuck Wepner was taking on Muhammad Ali, and that's where Sylvester Stallone got the idea for Rocky.
Wasn't it also Rocky Marciano?
I think that's who the character's named after. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
AWA 1982. Okay.
I'll
What
tell
you
you
talking
what,
about, Andy?
the actor that played Mickey really made that movie. He was perfect.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes, he's perfect.
He was the typical trainer, from back then.
Oh, Burgess Meredith,
Yes.
Yeah. I want you to crap lightning.
the Penguin.
Eat lightning, crap thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The
Penguin.
first line, one of the first lines he said in the first Rocky movie. Rocky came in. He said, "I heard you had a fight last night." Yep. Did you win?
Do you remember the line? Remember when Mick passed away, and they played it like the dream sequence? Get up, you son of a bitch!
Oh, because Mickey loves you. Yeah.
That was like inspirational, man. And every time I heard that,
Yeah.
just the way he said it,
It brought a tear to my eye.
my dad would say that speech all the time when we were watching Rocky because he loved that actor.
Luna loves you, bro.
What's up, Scott?
No, WCCW is credited with using rock music for entrance music. I'm not sure that that's true because the Freebirds came out to the song Freebird back in Georgia.
Yeah,
but-
they did.
Back then, they got away with it because they weren't so mainstream.
Well, they can do it for house shows because it's not televised.
Right, but they were doing a television show.
Yeah.
The Von Erich, Kerry Von Erich was using Tom Sawyer by Rush. Kevin Von Erich used Lagrange by ZZ Top, and then the Von Erichs, when they came out together, they came out to Stranglehold by Ted Nugent.
Oh yeah.
But they were on TV, but then they weren't worldwide. It wasn't, people didn't notice as much.
Yeah.
What about Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks use that song? I forgot.
Carry on the
who's-
wayward
Oh
son.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Tony paid for that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Well, Andrea,
Andrea.
And,
Hey. Yeah, he paid to where he can use it all the time.
okay.
Just some music he couldn't. That if you notice, Brian Danielson, his certain song he plays only at pay-per-views.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
like
speaking
I
of-
like the rock music. I like the rock music coming out to
I do too.
themes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back
good.
then the theme music was a lot different than it is today.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have their own personalized. Vince was the one that revolutionized the personalized theme music.
Wow. We have 15 minutes already?
Mhm.
Yep.
Already?
Oh,
Well, Tyler came on, made the show go by too fast.
right, I know. Quit taking over, Tyler.
I done got people pregnant.
Yeah. See, you just did it right there. You just conceived again.
Way to go,
I want to come
Tyler.
on. I want to come on the show and somebody gonna get pregnant.
Do you guys remember when
Yeah.
Macho Man song hit? When the Macho Man song first hit, I was like, "Wow, it sounds like the graduation song."
Graduation, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. The Iron Man theme. That's
And there was
Yep.
nothing like
Yeah,
being that
the Iron
start
Man
and
theme.
They
seeing
use it
them
in
come to the
Japan
ring
too.
with Iron Man playing. There was nothing like that.
I
Yeah, I
like
love
when Sting came out to Seek and Destroy by Metallica.
CM Punk used a Cult of Personality. I thought that was his theme song, but that's actually some copyrighted music.
But they gave him all rights to use it whenever he wants to.
Yep,
Did they?
he's good
Yeah.
friends with the guys in the band.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool with them. Until he makes them mad and then does a shoot on them.
Right?
I don't think he'll be using it anymore.
No, don't nobody
not.
want him.
Yeah, I mean, you have to
Unless he
watch the
goes to
first
Impact.
the first 30 minutes of the show. It's quite entertaining.
Aha!
Ah,
Oh, so what do some people say about that?
Fuck you,
Oh, I also have to answer the one question. The one question he asked about who do I think I am. I have one retort to that.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Seems
I meant
accurate.
to use that earlier. I forgot. So anyway,
oh, did you guys hear that Brie Bella's looking? Possibly, she might come to AEW.
Bree and I saw today that Bree and her sister are looking at coming into AEW.
That'd be pretty cool.
Bree,
That'd be
Gianni.
different.
Is that Velvet?
is that Velvet?
The Sandman.
Freaking-
Yep, Enter the
Freaking-
Sandman. Definitely another good wrestling theme song.
mm-hmm.
I could see
RVD.
Brie Bella taking Jade Cargill's spot.
RVD came out to walk
Yeah, Walk. Pantera. Yep.
from Pantera. Pantera,
Yep.
I had a brain freeze.
What's so funny,
Pantera.
Mark?
And what was it? Tommy Dreamer was what? Alice in Chains? I think it was. I gotta look. Now I gotta look.
I gotta share this with Tyler.
Yeah.
I can't cheat him out. I gotta.
Yeah, he'll laugh
Oh,
instantly when he
God.
sees it.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, let me get it here.
Yeah, Scott, for you, I'm going to play this video one more time, just one more time, just to catch you up on it. This was said about me in a live the other night. I only received the audio. Somebody sent me the audio, and I had to add a video to it. So I added the video I thought would, best portray this person. So here we go.
Fuck you, Mark. Who the fuck are you? You're not that special, dude. Yeah, I'm going in.
Oh
like-
my
did you like that,
goodness.
Tyler?
Man in the Box. That was it. Yes. Man in the Box.
Oh, I don't know how I kept a straight face the first time I played that, but,
Oh man.
but that's the way I
I'm
picture
sorry.
this live going.
I gotta say it, but when I see that video, all I hear in my head is everybody's kung fu fighting. Ding, 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 ding.
That'll generate a week or two worth of rides.
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody that wears a Rolex in that video. It looked a little bit more like him, didn't it?
You said that. I didn't say that. You said that. Oh, jeez.
They're about the same height.
My stomach hurts.
Ben's right.
Oh, jeez. That's a good question, Chris. That's a good question. Why is that comment not popping up?
He's from Micro Championship Wrestling.
You're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning,
There we go.
Christopher.
Yeah, go back and watch. There's an intro. Gives a backstory on that. So
That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
what's funny about that is I got the audio the same day I got that video from somebody different for complete, and I thought those go together. So yeah, a guy sent me the video of that guy and said, "I think this guy can take us. Yeah, I think he gives some serious shin damage."
Take out your kneecaps.
Yeah.
Oh man, take out your toenail.
Hell on heels. God, that's funny. That picture you, Andy. Oh dear. Okay.
Ladies and
Andy, you're too
gentlemen,
much.
Andy Bolger.
Andy
7-3.
Bolger, the king of memes.
I think Houston's going to come back in this series. They're up 7-3 now. Bottom of the fourth. 2 outs. Texas batting.
And if you're smart, don't put any pictures of yourself in a chat with Andy.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Or even on the internet anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Andy is the king of memes.
Oh man.
So, have you overlooked anything in wrestling or in the belt hobby?
Belt hobby, wrestling.
He like that.
Ah,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, just little
get-togethers.
Yeah.
I heard they're at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh man.
Jeez. Okay. What can I say about that? That audio speaks for itself. There's not a whole lot I can say to add to that. Just
Now, the
consider
two,
this.
two picks I just shared in chat. Those are Tyler's. He gets full credit for those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look.
Andrea, don't quit acting like your father.
Who, me?
I'm addressing your daughter.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Oh jeez.
That apple don't fall far from the tree, now does it?
I didn't see
Oh,
what-
here we go. Everyone, if you're new, we fall off the rails in the last 10 to 15 minutes. That's
Yes.
Yes.
Hence
we
the
ran out of material. We
15-minute
just got to
warning.
make it up.
Just remember, don't underestimate the power of the people. You know what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's right.
He apologizes, Ben.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're up at 2 o'clock in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep, I got a link I can send you to put you right to sleep.
Oh, I know that one.
Look at Brian put.
Oh, I've known that guy since he was knee high. He's
Oh.
still knee high.
Oh my gosh. I'll save mine for the after the podcast. It
I
just
can't
popped in my head.
watch I can't watch nothing that puts me to sleep no more because I got kicked out of the group.
You're not missing out on anything.
No. Oh.
4mm pea brains. Okay. When I said 4mm, I thought they were talking about thickness. I didn't realize they were talking about length. Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh.
Those are gone. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We ran out of material. We just kind of make it up as we go. That's how the whole show goes. We kind of make it up as we go. And I want to thank.
Oh man,
Oh,
Brian.
jeez.
What
Brian.
would you call their bum? Like wrestlers take bumps, what would those be?
I don't know. I don't
A
know.
squeak. A squeak.
Yes, sweet. Yeah. I want to thank Tyler Duff for being on with us tonight. I'm sorry that he dominated the whole conversation, but glad to have him on.
I think we're gonna get slammed with child support because Tyler got a lot of people pregnant.
Yeah, don't come to us. Go to Tyler.
Apparently. I would come on next week, but I can't afford child support.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't cheap.
That's a lot.
Oh my
Tyler-
god.
Tyler, I don't know how you gonna break it to your wife.
Oh my gosh.
Honey,
Kevin
you'll never
started
believe-
it. Oh my
Honey, you'll
god.
never- honey, you'll never believe what happened to you on the podcast. If Bam had the Bammies this year, he would get the award for Father of the Year award in the hobby.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
I done made dudes cry too. I made one guy leave work early, you know.
Oh,
Oh my
That's a true
god.
story, man.
how'd that happen?
Well, he said
You
it
really-
was just weighing on his mind. He had to leave work. He just
Yeah.
couldn't deal with work. He had to leave.
What happened?
2
at
days
work?
later, he cut a promo on me.
Really?
Well, I thought about cutting a promo on a toilet, but that's already been done.
it's water under the bridge now, Richard.
Yeah. Or underneath. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's underneath here.
Oh, lost Richard there for a second.
There he is.
There I am. My internet
Well,
probably went down and
You
back
can
up.
take promo lessons at 2:00 in the morning. I don't think you'll get anywhere with them, but
I already know how to spit water out. I mean,
Definitely, Jason. Definitely.
yes, you did, Jace. That was great. That was great.
I saw
only
it
people
earlier.
watching-
Yeah, it was. That was a fantastic promo. I saw that earlier. I met the.
Jason-
All I gotta
Jason-
say is even Jay knows
was
like
good.
I joke with him all the time. He is the Puerto Rican Rock.
Yeah.
He's got the eyebrow and everything.
Yeah.
Just watch out
there's
for that Coquica leg drop.
Now there's a promise that Gianni can keep. But yeah, Jason's come a long way in the promo world. He really has. His promos have had a lot more fire than in the past. He's really come of age in the promo world. So
I kind of
Happy
get
to see
lost
that.
in mine, so they kind of linger a little bit long.
well, he sends me voice messages every so often, just say hi, and he kind of does that little promo voice, and I can just sense there's a little spark there. So he calls me the marvelous one. Jay Sick.
Jay sick.
That's his promo name is Jay Sick from the faction. So,
Wow.
what was her name?
Was it autographed? And does it smell like fish?
Oh my god. Oh man, dude, Richard.
Words of wisdom.
Now that's way off the rails.
Oh, Richard. Oh my god.
Golly.
That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry.
That's all you need to say. That's
Hey, give me a break. I had 2 Red Bulls. They did nothing for me.
What the hell was that?
yeah. I'm trying to figure it out myself. What the?
Fuck you, Mark.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
golly.
He bought some tuna.
Oh,
Jason, you got me good there, bud. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, all right.
oh my.
Bumblebee
Oh,
tuna.
man.
Bumblebee tuna.
All right, okay. We are at the at the mercifully at
Oh.
the end of our 2 hours.
BA. Oh
Thank
man.
God. So I want to thank Tyler again for joining us, and
Yep.
on behalf of Andy, Richard, and Ben.
Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate
Yes,
you,
we
man.
appreciate
Great
you.
having you, Tyler.
Yeah, come back again sometime. Enjoy having you. Next time, maybe I'll shut up a little bit.
Hey, if you want to stick around, you can stick around. That's up to you.
Yeah, stick around. We'll chit for a little bit. So, on behalf of Andy, Richard, and Ben, and Tyler, I want to thank you for joining us tonight and joining us next week. And we'll hopefully have another good show for you. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.